I mean, I know people I won't name who took the money they made, and it might not have been hundreds of millions of dollars in fees like Leo or
Leo
whatever. DiCaprio.
Oh, okay.
But then there's people I know who made less money in fees, but they invested that money.
What do you mean
acting
fees?
Like your fee to
oh,
perform the film.
like SAG.
Well, yeah, SAG.
Oh, fees like when you get on a movie.
Yeah. You make a movie and you get paid. You do Tom Cruise, you get
so
$50 million.
You just say the words, right? And you get $50 million?
No. He does a lot more than that for $50 million.
Do you have Tom Cruise?
Do I have Tom's number?
Yeah.
I have his sister's number.
You have his sister?
But if I call her...
Who's she?
Who's she?
Yeah.
She's Tom's sister.
Wow. Hello and welcome back to the Adam Friedland Show. I'm Adam Friedland. Guys, big episode today, but before we start, I'm going back on the road. Emerald City Comedy Club, Seattle, Washington, January 23rd. Oh, fuck. I did the dates wrong. Seattle, Washington, January 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I'm with Caleb Pitts, the man he's sick today. Yeah. I'm doing 5 shows. Get tickets at emeraldcitycomedy.com. There's also a link in the description of this video. I'd like to thank, first off, as always, our members for supporting us here on youtube.com. You make this show possible. Members get access to all of our episodes early, and if you join at the 2nd or 3rd tiers, you get your name in the credits of this fine program. If you'd like to join the Friedland Family Foundation, you can do so by clicking the join button here on YouTube or by clicking the link in the description below. And you could also support us on Patreon if you'd prefer. The link for that is also in the description. And by Friedland Family Foundation, I don't mean anyone from my family. You know who you are. Guys, merch is also available, theadamfriedland.show. Check it out. We have a new shirt that says Keep Calm, listen to the Adam Friedland Show. It's going to be, do we? That's funny that Caleb put it in there. I'm doing another one of those Caleb writes it and I react for the first time. It's a fun game that the people love. My guest this week is the legendary American actor ALEC Baldwin. Mr. Baldwin is known for many roles over the years, but perhaps his most iconic is his turn as Blake, the chastising associate sent to motivate the poor salesman of... Oh, was that his name, Blake? Sent to motivate the salesman of Glengarry, Glen Ross. His name was Blake? Did you know that? He didn't seem like a Blake.
He was a made-up character. They just gave him the last name, but I don't think anyone calls
They didn't
him
put
that.
it in the play.
There's no dialogue. It's just like a block of text, and then he leaves the...
His name, he's known for his character, Put That Coffee Down, the chastising associate motivated... whatever. It really is a career-defining performance. One of the film's greatest monologues, the spark of drama that sets everything into motion. But there's too much cussing. So here's what I would have said if I was him. This is good, Caleb. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. Hey, you piece of crap. Put down your coffee and let's get to work. Enough lollygagging around here. We really need to work, and we need to make some sales. So let's get this thing started, and let's have a great week at work. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for your time. And if you need anything, I'm always available. I really appreciate everyone's time, and I can really see you guys are trying your hardest. Okay, so let's go do this, guys. Please enjoy my interview with ALEC Baldwin. Guys, this is a great one. I'm very proud of it. Ladies and gentlemen, American institution, ALEC Baldwin. I can't believe it, folks. I can't believe it, folks. I feel truly, we had a pre-interview yesterday. This is where it all ends, my hot streak. I'm outclassed and outgunned right now. You within 5 seconds, I'm like, it's really him.
That's so bizarre. When you walk around and you're just kind of allergic to that. You know what I mean? Like, so people will see you on the street and say things to you.
Oh, you knew what you were doing.
You say, calm down. You know what I mean? Like,
no, but you got on the phone. You're like, Friedland. You're like, yeah, Friedland. tell me something. Are you as dry in real life as you are on the television screen? I'm like, it's him. I feel like Liz Lemon right now. What an honor. It's charming. I thank you so much.
No.
I'm a massive fan. I think I've researched too much. I mean, you missed the tinfoil hat, like pins on a corkboard section, but we were going quite deep, and it goes, and the corruption goes all the way to the top, mind you. I mean, this whole thing stinks. Obama, the Illuminati, with that pyramid with the eyeball.
Yeah.
You
look carefully at the dollar
you're
bill.
a useful patsy, I would say. No, but it has been fun, kind of to just revisit your work and just remind myself, like, kind of anecdotally, the moments in my life that I interacted with it, and and just kind of the.
How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 38 years old.
No, okay.
Yeah.
You look younger.
How familiar are you with this show right now?
I watched your show because the people from iHeart said, it's always that thing where they're like, well, your podcast would do better if you did other podcasts.
This is a talk show, but yeah.
A talk show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a talk show. Yeah, it's real talk.
Your podcast would do better if you did more talk shows.
Yeah, thank you.
So they said to me that you were hot and your show was hot.
Thanks.
And your middle name is
Yeah,
hot.
one of the hottest guys said that to me.
Yeah, well,
by the way,
and then so they said to me, come on. And normally, I don't do a lot of that because I have kids now. I have a lot of kids, so I'm kind of busy with other things. Right?
Yeah.
When I leave here, I got to go pick up my kids from school. So.
Oh, you have like 7 of them.
I have 8 children. My
8
oldest
now?
is
Your oldest, yeah.
8
Sorry.
now. Well, you lift up a sofa cushion. There's always a baby under there in my house. So
Where do you get the energy?
I don't actually, because I'm half dead from exhaustion.
Yeah.
I have my older daughter, Ireland. She's married, kind of, and has a baby. And I have a baby and a grandchild that are the same age.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
really.
some freaky shit right
It's a
there.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is weed?
Yeah, something.
Are you a weed guy?
No, but I've taken some gummies for I have horrible insomnia. Do you sleep well?
I took a half of a 5 milligram and watched Fantastic Mr. Fox with my girlfriend, and I kept saying, this is so well done.
My God, this documentary is amazing.
I've really enjoyed learning about your life. When you speak about film and the theatrical arts, you kind of seem like you're in love.
With parts of it, yeah.
From what I understand, like from a very young age, you grew up in Long Island,
Right.
Irish Catholic family.
Yes.
Your dad let you stay up late and watch movies.
Well, he would, he'd fall asleep. He would come home. He always had he was a school teacher. He always had some evening functions he did and jobs he did to supplement his income. And then he'd come home, and my mother was like out of it. So I'd say, well, who's gonna let Dad in? Like, he didn't have a key to his own house, you know what I mean? So I would wait for him to come, and he'd go in the kitchen and make a sandwich and come in and have something to drink, and he'd watch, and he'd look at the New York Times. Used to have those really pithy little reviews of movies. So it would say, Ball of Fire. Barbara Stanwyck tells Gary Cooper where he can go. And my father would go, wow, Ball of Fire, that's a great movie. I said, let's watch it. He'd say, no, you got to go to bed. I go, let's watch 10 minutes. This was my game. And within 10 minutes, he was asleep, and I would watch the whole movie till 1 o'clock in the morning.
And what were those movies that you were watching? Like, what is...
Are you a big movie freak?
Yeah, I watched
5 Graves to Cairo with Francho Tone.
Okay, yeah.
How Green Was My Valley.
The best.
Ball of Fire.
What was
Sorry,
Ball
Wrong
of
Number.
Fire?
Ball of Fire is a comedy with Barbara Stanwyck, who I love. The first movie I ever watched on TV all the way through till 1 in the morning was Sorry, Wrong Number with Barbara Stanwyck and Burt Lancaster. Great thriller, one of the great thrillers of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When I've watched interviews with you, you're like an incredible mimic. And something I've connected in my mind was I imagine a kid watching TV.
Yes.
And then you kind of doing the voices. Did you feel like you were transcending Long Island there?
Well, I would be there watching a movie and someone would come on. I remember watching movies, for those of you here who are a little older, when you watch movies back then, you had an Ayurvedic sense of focus. They were
live, right?
Well, you'd watch the movie and there was no button to press, there was no VHS, no VCR, no rewind. You watch and you got locked in. You watched and heard everything.
Yeah.
So when James Cagney, you would talk about impersonating people, he would say lines. You'd walk away an hour later, the guy's in the trunk. The guy says, open up, I can't breathe. I need some air. And Cagney's like, air? You want air? I'll give you air. Boom, boom, boom. And he shoots the trunk of the car. Now I'd walk around. I was 10 years old. I'd walk around the whole day going, air? You want air? I'll give you air. and these lived in your mind all the time. You know,
I was an
Bogart.
Austin Powers kid.
You were.
It was pretty cool. Everyone at school thought it was cool. Yeah.
You like Mike Myers? Have you followed his whole career?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my age.
Well,
What did he do? He
beyond
did the
Austin
Love
Powers,
Guru,
yeah.
The Love Guru, yeah.
Right.
We love him.
Shrek remakes and Shrek sequels, more Shrek.
Oh, really? I thought that was the real
Yeah.
Shrek. That was Mike Myers?
Mike Myers does, but those Austin Powers movies. What was the Scottish guy's name? The Scottish.
Fat Bastard.
Fat
Thank you. Yeah,
he did
Fat
all
Bastard.
that. Yeah, Fat Bastard.
This is our age demo. It was pretty cool. Do you
Wayne's
remember how
World.
funny that was for us? When he had to pee for a long time after he got unfrozen? That was a real moment. I remember taking my parents to that. My mom was like, what? Like, I don't want to go see the second one. Like, I was like, she was like, it's really a disgusting.
My kids love that. They love Zoolander.
Yeah.
They love anything that's nasty.
Stiller's really funny. I mean, I liked, growing up, our generation's Borat, I feel like.
You do. My kids love Borat.
Yeah.
They do. They want to see Borat. They want to see, they want to see the guy's ass on his face, the guy naked. They love that.
Oh, the fat guy. Yeah.
The fat guy puts his ass on his face.
What's his
I'm
name?
sorry, I apologize to you.
Yeah.
I love Borat. I love. You know what I love? I love Sacha Baron Cohen in Sweeney Todd when they do the duel, the shaving duel, where they both shave the guy.
I haven't seen it, but I saw him.
Oh my God.
He did in Les Mis.
Sacha Baron Cohen does Les Mis?
He does Master of the House, doesn't he?
He does?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen Les Mis?
Is it
You've
in
gotta
some
check it out, bro.
anniversary issue of the show?
I think it was a movie with Anne Hathaway. She plays a prostitute. They cut her
He
hair.
does Master of the House in
Yeah.
the Les Mis? I didn't know that.
Is it bullshit if it's no talking? If it's only songs? That's what me and my girlfriend had an argument about. I was like, keep watching. She's like, they're not doing sentences. It's just songs.
Well, you got to think about like people who wrote opera, how they tried to keep it interesting. You know, you're not going to sit there and go, "I am hungry. I want to call the food store to deliver my food."
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
everything.
bullshit.
Yeah, well, everything that's kind of quotidian.
That guy
you don't want that.
Sondheim does that, right? It's like, and then I went to the. It's kind of bullshit. It doesn't have to be a song.
He does it slightly better than
Just
that.
fucking say it, dude.
But I'm saying the idea of an opera, which I attend the opera now and then, and everything is sung. And I left to read the screen because I don't speak German or whatever. And you wonder how they have
Wagner
to cut
has
out.
a lot of good thoughts.
Yeah, Wagner's got some good lines.
He has some great
Got some
ones.
killer lines.
Yeah.
Great
Honestly,
jokes.
if I was a German non-Jew person and they were playing that, it's very emotional. You could sell a fascism with that music.
I do get a little nervous when I put on Wagner, I must
No,
say.
it's fine. You can listen
It's
to it.
okay.
I'll give you
I have
the
your
pass.
permission. I'll give you
Yeah. I'll give you the pass. It's so beautiful. Tannhauser.
Yeah.
You're a big classical
Tristan and
music guy.
Isolde is my favorite. Yeah.
That's your thing, classical music.
I'm a big nut. I was in LA and I was driving around. I was, living out there for a while, going back and forth for 30 years. I had a home in both places. And I'm in the car and I put on the local classical station and I never turned back. All I listen
Really?
to now is pretty much classical.
Do you remember what was playing?
Yes.
Wagner.
No.
Richard Wagner.
Richard Wagner.
I had on the show recently. I was like,
No.
I said, yeah.
How was that?
I'm afraid to release it. I don't think I've ever met a racist. I think that was the first racist I've met.
Was she a
proper
racist on your show?
Oh my God. And I didn't know how to interact with it because it was kind of a woman was yelling at me and I really hate when that happens.
She was yelling at you?
So I was trying to, I was trying to I think I said to her, I'm nice. Stop yelling at
Whenever
me.
women yell,
She's kind
just
of
say the same thing, which is my line always, which was...
They're so mad.
Well, a friend of mine taught me this, which was women yell at you, no offense. But when women yell at you, just say the line, "I don't understand."
Really?
And they just keep saying it, and then they leave. They'll say something to you, and you go, "I don't understand."
They don't like it when you ask questions about what they mean. They really don't like that either.
Just say, "I don't understand."
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
gone in 5 minutes.
They don't like it when... I bet you like Zoran's girl is probably mad at him for working too long. Because he was campaigning too much.
Yes.
I think it's
You excited
everyone.
about that? Are you excited about where the city's headed, the direction we're headed?
I think he's a pretty smart guy. Yeah, I met him. I think
Has he been done the show?
he's trying. No, not yet. But it was really, in '92, like my parents were really excited about Clinton, right? And they had like "Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow," the Fleetwood Mac, and then it kind of dawned on me that was the first boomer, right? That was like in national politics. And when I met him, we just both like soccer and hip hop, and we're just the lamest guys. But
You
there
and-
was
you
like
did-
me and Zoran, yeah, we were just talking
Where'd you
about-
meet him?
I met him in Queens.
You mean Mamdani?
It's kind of representation. It's kind of Wakanda for me. It's like We're both like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a millennial. He was uniquely normal. Because
Well, the strangest introduction I ever had was I was at the Kennedy Center Honors years ago. I used to go pretty frequently and did a couple shows.
For Richard
Wagner
Yeah,
getting the award. Yeah. Wagner's daughter got the award.
Oh, yeah?
She accepted. The thing was that we were there, and my friend who passed away, she was a big lobbyist in Washington, Liz Robbins, and we're going through the luncheon. There's like 4 different events that you can go to if you're there for the weekend. So I go down there for the whole weekend that I'm there at this event, and you're saying hi to Richard Gephardt, and you're saying hi to this person, and you're saying hi to this congressman or whatever, and this woman senator or whatever. And as I don't see over here, and Liz goes, and you know Secretary Kissinger, and I went,
oh, wow.
and Henry Kissinger's in front of me.
Hands up,
And right prior to that, like within a day or two, his mother had died.
Oh, no.
His mother lived up in Harlem, in like I think a little Jewish section of Uptown, and she was a big community activist. She was very, very well loved there. And I turned to him and I'm going, here's this guy who is essentially, you know, a war criminal.
Yeah, he caught a
And
lot
he's
of
in front of me,
bodies back in the day.
and he's in front of me, and I go, I'm sorry about your mother. And he leans in and hugs me. He goes, that's very nice of you.
And he was he was like a
He
ball.
says, so thank you so much for saying this. And I thought to myself, I'm comforting Henry Kissinger.
Was he like 5'2", but like rotund?
He was a little bit of
He
a
got
fire
a
hydrant.
ton of pussy, you know that?
He got more ass.
Yeah,
That's like
what
in,
was that?
that's like in Nixon with
The tapes. Do you like the Nixon tapes?
Do I like the Nixon tapes?
I love. I mean,
Hit
like,
it, fellas. Nixon tapes.
I think the writing. I think okay, from a dramatic arts perspective, I think the writing on Nixon was the best writing in terms of like this guy's just a fucking
Oliver Stone's movie.
No, I'm just saying no. The guy Richard Nixon, like the best president is Lincoln, right? He's like the best. He did a good job, right? He saved the Union, brother. Come on, stop. But anyway, Nixon was just this loser, and every time he showed up anywhere, they'd be like, "Oh, it's Richard Nixon." You know the thing about Pat, right?
What about her?
When he was trying to like
She smelled.
date her, she was like, "No, you're fucking Richard Nixon. I'm not going to date
Yes,
you."
and he drove them on the
And then
dates,
he
yeah.
would chaperone her for like
Yes.
18 months with.
But you
other
see
guys.
Oliver's movie about Nixon, right? With the other guy with it. You see Oliver's movie about
Yeah.
Nixon, and what's his name? Mao says that to
Yeah, yeah.
Kissinger. The interpreter says, the chairman wants to know how a fat man like you can have so many girlfriends.
Well, he was paying for it, probably, no?
No.
How many
Women
girls?
love power.
How many girls you got in your lifetime? Probably over 1,000. No?
How many women? No, that's very.
You're a
Wilt
star. You're a
Chamberlain
movie
status.
star. No,
I was busy, man.
you're a busy man.
I look at the
That's
woman. I
kinda
got
cool.
20 minutes.
No, you don't have 20 minutes. No.
No, I'd say to the woman.
Oh, the woman. You got more time, right? Your kid can walk home. That's cool. In your memoir, you talk about when you're a young actor living in New York City. You talk about that you were into prank calls. You and your roommate
Yes.
Tut, right?
My roommate. Well, I used to do this with my ex-girlfriend.
Did you?
Driving in from Long Island on Sunday nights, we'd be driving on the LIE late at night, and we would leave messages on like corporate voicemails. So you'd call up and it would say, to reach human resources, press 26. And then you press 26 and the voice would come on and go, hi, it's Steve Regan, and leave a message for me after the tone. And I get on and I go, oh my God, Steve, last night was so magical. You were you left your watch on the night table.
So then they
But
think
whatever
he's
the
gay?
gag was.
Yeah. Could you prank call my father? Here's my pitch. You prank call him as Donald Trump, and you say your son is in big trouble with the administration.
I should be so. Well, you know what? I can't do these voices.
You've done
you
Trump
say you're
on
Trump,
TV.
but you say you're Trump, and then right away your father will know it's stupid.
No,
What we
my
need to say
dad
is-
won't know. He's gonna think that I'm going to Gitmo, and it's gonna be so funny.
But I think I should say that, like somebody should say, not you, of course. Somebody should say, hold the line for Director Patel.
oh yeah,
And then I
Cash
come
Patel.
on, I'm Cash.
Yeah.
He wouldn't really know who that was. And
My
I'm like,
dad would have some words for Trump. I think it's gonna be funny.
But let's finish
I
the
get a
interview
cell phone?
first. You want to do it now?
Yeah, it'd be hilarious. This is gonna be a moment of like talk
More
show.
improvisatory than I
I
thought.
don't have a phone on me. I mean, well, yeah, say this is Donald Trump. I have your son.
No, I'm not going to say I'm
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
No, just say it's going to be because my dad.
Say
hates
I'm the president?
Trump. Yeah,
He hates Trump. But if I say I'm Trump, that's going to give it away that it's bullshit. What's his name?
Max.
Max?
Yeah, Max Friedland. He's a great guy. He's my
Max
best friend.
Wagner is your father.
No, he's not. Come on, dude. We're on the other side. We're on the hiding side. Okay.
Hold
So-
the line for the President of the United States, please.
Okay, one moment. Dad, I think it's for you. Hello?
Hold the line for the President of the United States, please.
Hold the line for the President of the United States.
Is this Max? Max, are you there? Max, I've got a file in front of me that says you're in Vegas. Is that where you are, Max? Vegas?
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Okay.
And I want you to know your son.
Yes, I know who you are.
Your son is a mess, okay?
I'm
We
in
got to get
big
him out of the
trouble.
country. We're sending him down to Uruguay. Uruguay. We're going to teach communications at the Uruguayan University of
Wow.
Communications, okay? But we want you to talk to him really quickly. He's only going to be in the country for another 3 or 4 hours. Here he is, Max. Thank you. Hold on. Say hello to your father,
Dad,
Max.
I'm in big trouble with the administration.
I know.
He's a Brit. He's a Brit.
He's South African. Yeah, we're Cape Tonian Jews. Dad, I'll talk to you later. You've been pranked.
South African, they got it right the first time, okay? They knew
You're
what they
a
were
real
doing.
idiot. You've been pranked.
I knew it was.
By the best.
ALEC Baldwin, who is still the best Donald Trump.
Oh, you hear that? Are you're coming for that, James?
Pyrrhic victory.
Yo, okay. I love you, Dad.
I love you, Jad.
Dad, you say I love you back. Why did you say I love you back?
I said I love you back.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. Why are you
Thank
being
you,
so
Max.
nice? He said. He's really turned so nice recently.
Yes.
I can't handle
Was
it.
he not like that when you were young?
No, well, it's not.
Are you
not-
bitter and cynical because of the way he treated you?
No. He's my best friend. He made me tough
Right.
because we'd sit there arguing, but it would always be like a compliment, but it would be a criticism. The other day, he's like, "Just be yourself." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking
Who's that?
about?"
Right.
Myself?
How many kids in your family?
2. I'm the older one.
And who's the other one?
Zoe. We have the same birthday.
That's the one that answered the phone.
Yeah. She was in on it. Can I ask you
Irritating.
if I could take your phone, and could I do a prank call on Robert De Niro, perhaps? Can we get Hillary Clinton?
I don't have anybody here who would have
What
the
about
patience for
President Clinton? He's a real magic guy.
Hillary Clinton? I mean, Chelsea Clinton?
No, yeah.
If I gave your number and you prank called Chelsea Clinton, I would be out of this country in about an hour.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to mess anything up for you. Robert De Niro is going to think this is really funny.
De Niro's a very no-nonsense guy. He's very busy during the day.
Is he? He's like that
super.
in real life.
He's opening restaurants and hotels around the world, and he's a very successful businessman. Nobu.
Is that annoying?
what?
It's like
Nobu?
No, you guys like dress up in costumes and pretend to be other people, and then he's like a serious businessman.
He's loaded with money. Yeah, he's loaded.
Yeah, but it's like you don't have to. You're fucking
But
Robert
while
De Niro.
while you make, I mean, I know people I won't name, who are like
Bill
maybe you've
Clinton.
heard of them.
What? Obama?
Wagner.
Wagner.
Who haven't, who took the money they made, and it might not have been hundreds of millions of dollars in fees like Leo or whatever.
Leo who?
DiCaprio.
Oh,
But
okay.
no, but these
Can we call
guys
him?
make a lot of money in fees. But then there's people I know who made less money in fees, but they
What are
invested that
fees?
money.
What do you mean fees? Like if
Acting
someone-
fees, your fee to perform the
Oh,
film,
like
yeah.
SAG, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
What-
SAG.
Oh, fees like your when
pay
you get on a movie.
Yeah,
yeah.
You make a movie and you get paid. You do Tom Cruise, you get
So
$50 million
cool.
to
It's
do.
the coolest job.
Right. Well, but what I'm saying is that
You just say the words, right? And you get $50 million.
no. He does a lot more than that for $50 million.
Do you have Tom Cruise? I'm just a huge
Do I
fan.
have Tom's number?
Yeah.
I have his sister's number.
You have a sister.
But if I call her,
Who's she?
who's she?
Yeah.
She's Tom's sister.
Wow.
She runs a lot of his business affairs.
He's one of my favorites.
But I'm saying is that
magic.
those people, I know people who've taken less money, they haven't made as much money, but they invested it so wisely. They're rich beyond belief.
Yeah, but Robert De Niro.
If I told you some of them, you'd die. And De Niro's the same way. He
Yeah,
invests in businesses. And
Who has the most money out of
was the most money of anybody
Yeah.
I've ever met in,
Yeah.
in my life. I have to say one of the Beatles would probably be the most wealthy people.
Macca? Can we call him Macca?
Oh, no.
No. Why? You had a falling out with Macca?
No. I mean, for me, I kind of went underground for a while when I had my issue in New Mexico that I had to deal with.
I mean, Macca, he wrote
call
some of
him
the
Macca.
best songs. Well, we're friends. I mean, we have a lot of music guys here. This guy over here, Jake, is really close with
you
him.
play, are you?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He jams?
Where is he?
Me and Macca?
Yeah.
You're buddies with him?
Big time.
Oh,
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
being serious?
I mean, he's the best. He's like my favorite. Him and Bob Dylan. You missed
never
all
met
that
Bob
because you
Dylan.
were listening to like violins and
I
stuff.
was listening to
Yeah,
Strauss.
You're listening to
Strauss.
Strauss.
Now, do you like Bob Dylan?
Oh yeah, he's the best.
What do you
one.
love about Bob Dylan? I go in and out on Bob Dylan.
I mean, it's every era for different periods of your life. I went heavy Christian after a terrible breakup. And I was like, then I realized
did?
that, I was like, it's so nice.
What brand of Christianity did
the
you
Bob
tilt
Dylan
to?
Christian, There's like
You were a Bob Dylan Christian.
well, he had 3 Christian albums, and then I was like, what, maybe God loves you, right? And I was like, we didn't have that for Jews. Our God is like Trump. He's like, if you don't respect me, I'm going to smite you. If you make a golden calf, like, I'm going to kill all of you. He's like very insecure. He's like a bitch. But like, it's not real. None of this is real. But like, I'm like, oh, it's so nice that the Jesus thing, that God loves you so much he'll let your son die. But then I snapped out of it.
How would you define Judaism? What's your definition of what makes you Jewish? What's the definition? I have a friend of mine that gave me a great definition.
You do the thing. You say you do the thing, and it's boring. But like, your grandpa was bored too. So, but you feel like you're not gonna.
It's your turn to be bored.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's gibberish. It's like spells. I don't know, but it's like you don't want to be the one that drops the ball.
Were you raised very observant?
I mean, if I do it, I know all the words.
You know the words.
I did. Yeah, I did full Parsha, Haftorah, and I led
You went to Hebrew school?
I didn't. I was bar mitzvahed Orthodox because it was free. That's why. It was free to go there. But I don't know. I think it's kind of. It's just like that's kind of nice. The boredom is kind of. It doesn't make sense. You don't know what they're saying. But your grandpa, it didn't make sense to him, and that's kind of why. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I grew up
It's
Catholic,
stupid.
so which
Well,
was
we're
a lot.
cousins.
They spoke Latin back then, so it was also gibberish. But to me,
Yeah, we both like hate ourselves, and we both think that life is just agony. We're cousins. I mean, all of my friends are either Catholic or Jewish or black.
Catholicism to me is about redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like no matter how bad you are, you have to see that there's a chance they'll be redeemed for what they did.
Oh yeah, I stopped the Christian thing when I realized that hell is the meanest thing ever. Can you imagine? Forever? What is it? And if you're a baby and you haven't been baptized,
What
you have
about
to go
hell
there?
was something that was your hell? Like a
My
thing
hell?
you hate, like
Well,
your own
this
personal
is-
hell.
Yeah, it's
But you know what
terrible.
I mean? I
I mean,
it.
it's sad. Yeah, I think that it's just sad that people die. Wow, this is getting pretty. It's just sad that you know you're alive, and then
Are you
it's
afraid to die?
it's the scariest thing ever.
Is it really?
I don't understand. People are like, public speaking is my biggest fear. I was like, what about fucking dying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Forever.
What about
you're
things
dead?
being thrown out of a plane?
What about fucking
by
dead?
a narcotics?
Yeah. It's.
You ever see those
terrible.
movies where they do that?
What?
When they take the enemy and they bind him up and then they throw him out of the plane?
No.
You ever see that like in a drug movie?
Oh, like
Well, they take a guy they just don't like, Pedro, and they throw him out of the plane.
yeah. Like if they're criminals, like cartel
Or they're
guys.
just the enemy.
Yeah. But those guys are ready to die, you know? They're like, he's might die. You know, like, was that good acting? Okay, can we talk?
You realize, Pedro, you might be killed.
Can we talk a little bit about I've been going back through your filmography and your performances, and it's just like, when you appear on a screen, it's like, oh, it's my pal. It's like my old pal, and this is gonna be great. I mean, you could make a real turd watchable. Pearl Harbor, you make your parts watchable, and that's one of the shittiest movies of all time. I mean, I'm serious. Yeah, and it's just like I watched Hunt for Red October with my dad. This is like a hunky leading man, and
Back then, yeah.
From like learning about what transpired afterwards, it wasn't the perception I had of you. I feel like the industry has been like a frustration. Like especially when it came to like reprising your role as Jack Ryan.
Well, they wanted me to sign up with a blank contract. When we start, when we finish, you only do this, and you never do anything else. And I had an opportunity, as I wrote in my memoir, to do the Streetcar on Broadway, which was that was like the opportunity for an actor. That was it. I would never have that opportunity again, ever.
My perception was that they kind of like promised you and
They
Harrison
threw me out of the
Ford.
plane.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad to get replaced by the coolest guy of all time, right? Imagine
I'll
if
be
it
the
was
judge of
Brian Dennehy playing Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
It's Han Solo. I mean, when I read about that, I was like, it's just so cynical. Like you're like an artist, right? And when you talk about performing and acting, you get so passionate about it. And I want to talk about it.
Well, you realize back then when I lived,
Yeah.
what was 89, 90, the movie came out in 90. And then in the ensuing couple of years, the early 90s, I learned that you just really can't rely on anybody, what they say there. So I just, whenever they'd say, blah, 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 to them, go, oh, that's great. I'm never counting on any of it happening.
Yeah.
You know, it's very tough.
You just have to have monsters that do it for you. I have a whole team of ghouls.
What was the genesis of this meeting? Were you like Rupert Pupkin in the basement and your mother's yelling down the stairs?
It is a joke. It's a joke
Was it? Yeah.
that became a real thing. Yeah, yeah.
So it was a joke and your mom goes, please, it's so annoying.
This? No.
You know,
I was
she
being
supported
made fun of. No, no. Yeah. Well, I was on a podcast that was for like, I mean, whatever, guys. I mean, just idiots. He didn't smile, and now okay, I was on a podcast for like ugly men, right?
Oh, for ugly men.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
just
mentally.
just like the worst, you know. And it was like a cult status. And it became very successful. And then one
What
of
was
us.
it called?
It was called Cum Town. We tried. Yeah. Anyway, it got successful. It's very. I don't know. I was just there pretty much, but the one of the guys left. And then the other guy's idea was to make like by far the least popular nebbishy kind of like the glasses, you know, allergies. We all played a role.
On the show, on
and
what's
so-
it called, Come Town?
Yeah, so then
On that show,
we
were you
kinda-
like a leading man compared to them? Were they all
no, absolutely
like
not.
Quasimodo?
Yeah.
What
So
were they?
sometimes I wasn't even. I was barely even there. But I think we went a little bit manic and publicly proclaimed we were going to make a television show. We didn't know what cameras or anything, and then we recreated the Dick Cavett show set.
I have an image of you in
Yeah.
a set like this in your basement, and your mother, whatever, and you're sitting there, and there's a line you say.
No,
and that line, you're like sitting there, and you go, "I'll show them."
Well, no, I mean,
Was that
I'm
it?
not like
I'll show them.
I'm not a scary guy like that. No,
No, but it doesn't be scary.
I think it was just like
passionate.
then a real guests were coming, and then I decided for the first time in my life at 35 to try, and then I've kind of seen myself progress, and it's given me a sense of self-worth, and it feels like I'm not like fast forwarding to being dead, and so it's just like I want to work. Why are you looking?
Dude, it's scary.
Are you gonna punch me?
No.
I'm gonna fucking.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck you up, dude.
Remember that doctor's appointment you were supposed to make a while ago. That one you meant to book, but you got sidetracked and completely forgot until now. Right now, while you're watching this, I'm not laughing at the company. I'm laughing at this guy who was reminded by me just now that he has to go to the dentist for an appointment for his biannual cleaning or an overdue annual checkup that's been 3 years in the making. Why not book it today? ZocDoc makes it easy to find the right doctor right now, and it's all online. You'll probably be able to book an appointment before the end of this ad. I don't know about you guys, but my entire social feed is filled with different health trends. Like cottage cheese is an entire nutrition plan, or red light therapy can solve every skin problem. That's my entire social feed. I say we give the algorithm a rest. Turn to IRL healthcare professionals who can help you meet your health goals. And with ZocDoc, it's easy. You can find doctors that are right for you and easily book an appointment. I booked an eye appointment with Dr. Adam Friedland. There's a guy in Park Slope. You know that? I went to go see him. As I get older, I keep catching myself thinking I should go to the doctor more, to deal with things like sleep trouble, stress from work, etc., etc. But it can be tough to go to the doctor. I want to keep myself healthy, but the system makes it impossible to find the right doc for my needs until I found out about ZocDoc. They make it so easy to find the right fit and book an appointment fast directly on their website. ZocDoc is a free app and a website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. With ZocDoc, you can book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see the actual appointment openings. Choose a time slot that works for you, and click instantly to book a visit. Appointments made through ZocDoc can happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking. And more often than not, you can get same-day appointments. I use this, and you should too. I like going to the doctor, and I've been very recently, and apparently
It happens to most guys. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/TAFS to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/TAFS. ZocDoc.com/TAFS. Guys, I take creatine on a regular basis. In fact, I took it right before I did this. I start to use it every day for respect of the people around me. And ever since I've been taking creatine, there's been a pep in my step, and these boys have fallen in line because you got a creatine boss. What has that done for me? It's not just for building muscles, it has become a daily essential for strength, focus, recovery, aging, and cognitive performance. So now Momentous is making your daily creatine routine even easier with new creatine chews. These bite-sized lemon lime chews make consistency effortless. You just chew and go, boys and the one girl watching. Each chew delivers exactly 1 gram of Pure creatine monohydrate, the gold standard single source from Germany. Germany. Each chew delivers exactly 1 gram of Pure creatine monohydrate, the gold standard single source from Germany, and NSF certified for Sport R. Circle R, what registered trademark, which means it's independently tested for purity, safety, and label accuracy, trusted by Olympic athletes, pro sports teams, and elite military operators. Momentous spent years testing until they created the first chewable that actually meets the Momentous standard TM. Uncompromising science, meticulous sourcing, and real transparency. I hate when they lie. No artificial sweeteners, no fillers. Just science-backed, clinically proven performance in a portable, craveable format. Whether you're training, working, or traveling, this is a performance without pause. Pause. Made to support your body and your brain every single day. Unlike generic brands, Momentous doesn't follow trends. They perfect the fundamentals, and this is creatine done right. Right now, Momentous is offering our listeners 35% off your first order with promo code TAFS. Go to livemomentous.com and use promo code TAFS for up to 35% off your first order. That's livemomentous.com, promo code TAFS. When my life gets busy, meal prep usually falls off the list. And even when we do it, it's the same boring chicken and rice on repeat. That's why I reach for Tempo. Balanced fresh meals that are actually good for you, taste great, and are ready in minutes. No skipping meals, no sad takeout, no endless prep. Tempo delivers fresh, chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals right to your door. Each meal is perfectly proportioned for lunch or dinner and ready in just 2 minutes. Real food, real fast, without the sad desk lunch or drive-through regret. And we know who in this office has sad desk lunches. We all talk about it behind your back. Anyway, with 20 new recipes every week, made from nutrient-rich ingredients, Tempo keeps things exciting and helps you stay consistent with healthy habits. And no matter what your goals, there's a Tempo meal for you, protein-packed meals with up to 30 grams of protein, calorie-conscious, carb-conscious, or even fiber-rich. It's convenient, but also flexible enough to fit the way you want to eat. Tempo is also the official partner of the 2025 CrossFit Games, proving that their meals are built to support optimal nutrition and performance. For a limited time, Tempo is offering my listeners 60% off your first box. Go to tempomeals.com/TAFS. That's tempomeals.com/TAFS for 60% off your first box. tempomeals.com/TAFS. Rules and restrictions may apply. It's really hard to find personalized gifts for people that you're closest to because I feel like I don't know them. Why is it so hard to find a gift for people you're closest to? Think your grandparents. For anyone still hunting for the right gift, Aura Frames makes it look like you planned it all along. Unlimited free photos and video. Just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi. Preload photos before it ships. Keep adding from anywhere, anytime. And I put a really funny one on my grandma's. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames. Named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code TAFS at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code TAFS. The deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast. So order yours now, get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at the checkout. Tell them we sent you. Tell your grandma the Adam Friedland Show sent you. Terms and conditions apply.
I've been like, I watched the monologue from Glengarry, Glenn Ross. I have like so many friends that went to the revival that were like, that was fucking bullshit. They didn't have put that coffee down.
Nope.
It was like, because that was only for the film.
Right.
Did Mamet write that for you?
Yes. Not for me, he wrote it for the film.
And so like, do you conceive of that as like a moment for you?
I really don't care in terms of like,
Really?
I never really watch my own stuff and value it in any way.
It's the best acting ever. I mean,
Well, no, but I'm saying that I called Mamet, I go, you won the Pulitzer Prize
Yeah.
for the play. Why did you feel it necessary to add something to it? You won the Pulitzer. He said, I never believed these guys were criminals. I never believed they could commit a crime. They didn't have a criminal nature, so I needed another ratchet. I needed another turn of the screw to make them commit a crime. And you're going to come in, you're going to tell them, if you don't get this done tonight, it's over.
Yeah.
So he brought me in to do that. And it was really tough because I admired all of them and I had to piss in their face all day for 3 days.
did it feel real? Like, because
I thought Ed Harris was going to punch me in the face.
really, because that's what I imagine. In
was
that
upset.
room, you're with the murderer's row, right?
Yeah.
Do you like, is there a competitive aspect of it? Is it like you don't want to get acted off the screen? Like, did you bring it really because like fucking Pacino and Jack Lemmon were like there?
Yeah, Jack, I admire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just really, I mean, everything you do, you've got to have some motivation. So it's like I'm there with Foley. I've said this a million times. I'm there with Foley, who's the director, and I said, this is tough, man. I mean, I'm just so mean to them. And Foley said to me, who just died recently, he said, it's like that scene in Patton where he slaps the soldier in the tent.
Where he has
You
shock,
call yourself
yeah.
a soldier. You have shell shock. And he goes, this scene is you call yourself a salesman. He said, these guys, you're doing it for their own good. You're doing it to help them. You're helping them. I remember sitting there, I was like Popeye after he ate the spinach, you know what I mean? I remember sitting there going, all right, let's fucking go. And I'm like, I got out of the chair and
Yeah.
I was ready to kill.
Did they give you your flowers? Was Pacino like, ooh, wow, you were great?
No, he wasn't in the scene.
No, he wasn't in the scene. That's right.
Yeah,
Did
he
Jack
was
Lemmon say like you?
No,
like,
Jack Lemmon didn't say a word to me. They
he
all
peed
didn't
his
say a word
pants
to me.
probably. I would.
No, they just stayed in the zone. You know, they were all in that zone all day long, 3 days.
It in
2.5
my
days.
mind is a moment in like feels like some of the best acting I've ever seen in a film. And you were probably on set for what, 2 days?
Yeah, 2.5 days. Yeah.
And you kind of like steal.
The most exciting thing in that movie was a good example was, it's the people you work with. Obviously, the actors are a big part of it, but also the crew. Like I've always worked with. I've been very blessed to work with some of the greatest cinematographers in history. And Juan Ruiz Anchia, who was the DP on that film, he was like, Babenco's guy, and I love him. Anyway, Juan Ruiz Anchia, he was great. I worked with Don McAlpine. I worked with John Toll. I worked with, I'm forgetting now, but Bob Richardson, the legendary Bob Richardson. The one I did.
Is there ever a time where they're like they don't speak English? Right.
Yeah, you know the story.
What's the story?
Carlo De Palma.
Oh, of course. that's kind
He didn't
of
speak English very well. We did Woody Allen's movie.
How
Alice.
does Woody communicate with him
He
on
doesn't.
set?
He doesn't talk to you.
He's like, you just tell
They
them,
go off and mumble.
Just go over there. Yeah.
Put the camera near her.
Yeah.
You're closer to her. And,
You did 3 Woodies?
I did 3 Woodies. Yeah.
Yeah. In transitioning to like being a comedic actor, which like you have a classical training, right? You studied at NYU and like.
Strasbourg.
But it kind of, in some ways, the way I see it is like you at the TV, that was the beginning of your education.
That's where you learn.
Right?
Watching other people.
And it's kind of like you were picking, that was like the beginning of theater school for you, right? And like, Are you the best actor you've ever been right now? Like, is it something that evolves over time? Or
Well, I think it's hard to, I'd rather have a smaller role in a great film.
Yeah.
Than have a big role in a mediocre film.
Yeah.
The key is, are you making a film with people who, I said this quote in a documentary I did. I said, avoiding any kind of relationship or any kind of communication with the director and not availing yourself of the director's skills. I said, it's like trying to avoid the birth canal when you're being born. It all goes through the director. They're making the film. So if you make a film with a good director, you have an increased chance. I've made films where we knew that if everybody did their job perfectly, every day, the most we could hope for was mediocrity. You know what I mean? It wasn't on the page. I wanted to go to work. But when I work with Marty or somebody like that, and I'm like, fuck, that's exciting.
I mean, you were in 2. You kind of stole Departed too.
No.
You seen Stole.
No, but I love doing The Aviator because I love that period. I love Leo in that role.
Oh yeah, as Juan.
Exactly. And his daughter is my neighbor on Long Island. She was Betsy DeVecchi.
Pan
and I
Am?
sat with her. Betsy DeVecchi said to me, I'll never forget.
She's got fat stacks, no? Or she's probably big house, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's passed away. But,
I'm sorry.
She had a nice house.
I'm sorry. May her memory be a blessing.
There was some historic home. But anyway, so Trip, I'm there with her, and she goes, do you think that Mr. Scorsese would like to have my dad's luggage in the film? And I go, I don't know. I can call him and ask him. And he had Halliburton luggage, that stainless steel luggage, beautiful luggage, all stamped with the logo of Pan Am on there. And I remember thinking, my God, it's like, sell me this fucking luggage right now.
Right.
For $1 million, I'll give you $1 million.
Did you tell Marty?
I told Marty, and Marty was like, no.
That sucks because you were trying to impress him. You were like, Marty, I found the real luggage of the guy.
You realize your research isn't to change the script. I've had that happen.
That's not changing the script. You're like going above and beyond. You're being a good student. You're like you're
trying to
giving
bring
him an
what
apple.
you can. You're trying to
I mean,
bring
it's
what you
Martin Scorsese. I mean, are there directors that you've wanted to fucking just pummel? Like there have to be. Some of them have to be like manipulative, fucking sociopathic.
I've been in
pricks.
situations where early on,
Yeah.
I don't even think they roll the camera. Like you're in meetings before, and the guy's obviously doesn't have anything to say. Like you just think differently. I don't want to judge people and say mean things about them. But there's like 1 or 2 cases where I sat there and I said to the producers, we get alone in a room and I go, get somebody else. I don't want to do that. I want to go home.
Yeah, because you're naturally manipulating someone into giving a performance, right? So there is some sort of
You got to have a
power.
good director. You got to have a decent director. I did this movie, The Cooler. And,
Great movie.
And Wayne Kramer was the writer-director. And it was like, and I just loved him. He was really, he was into listening to what you had to say. But in the end, you defer to the fact. Like, if you read a script and you agree to do the film, you agree to do that script. You can't come in there, which many actors do, and try to change things after the fact. You come in, and then you say to them, let's do some alternatives. We'll do it as written.
Yeah.
Then let's do some improvisations. But always do it as written. That's what we're obligated to do.
We just had Bill Macy, who was also in that movie. And I say Bill because it's like I'm also famous. He said I call him Bill. It's kind of sick.
I made 3 movies with Bill.
Bill H. Macy. You did, yeah, but he was you were nominated for The Cooler.
I did The Cooler with him, Ghosts of Mississippi, and then I did A State in Maine with Mamet.
So Mamet was like his like kind of mentor.
Yes.
Yeah, and the way he described his process was like the least like dick-headed way that acting's ever been described to me, which is that there's no character, there's just an objective. Like it's you do your fucking job, right? And if you do it
That's
well,
the Mamet School. Mamet wrote a book. Yeah.
Like, did that rub off on you in working
No.
with him? No.
No.
You don't buy it. You don't buy in.
I work with directors, not many, but a couple, where they say to me, "Could you do this, and do this?" And I didn't quite understand, but I'd always go because of time. You're part of a collaboration where time is urgent.
Yeah.
So I'd say to the guy, "Sure." I go, "I'll do that right now. Let's do another one. I'll do that." And I go right back and do exactly what I did before.
Right.
I go, "How was that?"
So what's your process?
Well, if the director is somebody who is, this is the torture of, not torture, but the torment of how we work now, is that if there's people who are great directors, or you think they're onto something, like Wayne, when I worked with him, he wasn't famous. But when they're onto something, you do what they want to do. Let them lead you. But then with other people, you have to be self-directing, which is tough.
Yeah.
You have to decide, well, I think this is what I should do. And guys will walk up to you and go, oh, don't do that, or don't do that. See, one thing you always do, I know this is, we're digressing, but one thing you always try to do is, how much of a performer is the character? So in Glengarry, that guy was a performer. He'd gone around the New York real estate world and beyond in
Yelling
the
at
office.
people, yeah,
well,
being
straighten
mean,
them out.
being a real mean
motivating
guy.
them.
Yeah.
The motivate is their word. And so whenever you do films and things like that, you have to wonder, is the guy, like I always say the same tired line, which is that Robert Duvall plays Boo Radley in To Kill a Mockingbird. He doesn't have one line. And it's one of the most shattering performances you've ever seen in your lifetime. So all acting is physical, acting is emotional, acting is interiority, all these different things. And you, when you're doing something with a director, and they don't get what you're doing, it's tough.
You and Mamet, and especially in Glengarry, Glen Ross, it's so testosterone driven, right? And they're so masculine, those scripts.
Yeah.
And
They're tough.
Yeah, you're in a world where you put on costumes and you pretend to be other people, but the theatrical arts are not like there's a sensitivity about them. But like,
well, you can walk in, you can walk onto the set with Mamet, and you say to yourself, the films he's directed, that he's written, have been less successful than the scripts he wrote that other people directed.
Yeah.
But that can't influence what you do. You have to go in with people and always say and think the best. I'm not just saying this to be warm. You know what I mean? You go in there, you don't want to predict failure. I've made movies where the other actor or actress was someone who I didn't quite understand what they were doing.
Sucked.
And I didn't quite understand why the director wasn't on them.
Who is it?
Liz
Lemon?
Right.
We were all
she's
thinking
the opposite. She's the opposite.
She's the funniest person on earth.
Well, she's such a unique person, you know, because she's so funny in that way. I mean, you realize that when I worked with them, I wasn't funny when I worked with them.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, but I've done some SNL, but the point is this, but I really mean this. I learned not to be funny, but I learned what was funny. A lot of things you see now on TV, I mean, a ton of it is more cute than funny. And Tina's funny. I mean, they'd hand me scripts. We do a Wednesday read-through, and they'd hand us the script on a Wednesday morning, and I'd read it in the makeup chair. And then we go up to a lunch conference room, which had cameras to beam us to Burbank for the executives in California to watch the read-through at 12 noon. And they'd hand me the script, I'd read it. I'd go see Robert Carlock for the lunch read-through, and I look at him, I go, are you fucking kidding me? You want me to do, are you out of your mind? You want me to do this? I was like a gay Mexican soap opera star playing against myself, doing the Patty Duke thing. And he's like, and Carlock always said the same thing. He said, it's a big swing, it's a big swing.
Yeah.
But we know you can do it. We have faith in you. We think
It's
you can
fun
do it.
too, right?
I never had more fun in my life.
The scene there's a particular scene which I think your performance is a master class in like comedic acting, but it's the scene where you take Tracy to meet the NBC therapist, and you play like 12 different characters.
I bust up a shipper rope.
and he starts engaging.
What a line.
It is like a perfect scene. I actually just this morning remembered another scene of yours, which I literally made me pee my pants when I was a kid, or like younger. But in Along Came Polly, when you're pissing next to Ben Stiller, and then you tenderly like squeeze his earlobe, and then you start massaging his butt like after you've been pissing, and you're his boss, of course. It's just.
I knew she was a dime store whore the moment I laid eyes on her.
Dude, who had the vision that, like, who knew you were funny? Because you're gonna do this, like, I'm not funny at all. I'm just an actor. But like, was it Lorne? Like, did Lorne?
I went and did SNL the first time, and what I learned was, unless you're Stallone or Schwarzenegger, where they're gonna make up fun of your persona, if they're not gonna do that, you got to become one of the company and just pull your pants down and make an ass of yourself.
Is it more fun?
So, no. Oh yeah. No, I loved SNL because you would never. There's things you do, not all of it, but there were things you would do that you would never do anywhere else.
Yeah.
To have that experience, you had to do that show.
Like Little Canteen Boy?
I don't think he was Little Canteen Boy.
What is it?
I think he was Strapping Canteen Boy.
Oh, that was what it was.
Oh, no, I was the scoutmaster. You're right.
Yeah. We used to live in a fucking...
Sandler.
Better, yeah. Yeah, Sandler.
They got more complaints about that sketch than any sketch they had up until then.
It was pretty funny, honestly. Do you ever fear that, like, your perception as a celebrity might overshadow like the very reason why you're a celebrity?
Well, yeah, you have to be very careful. I tell people all the time who are young, I'm like, don't. See, the people who are the biggest stars, you know the least about them.
Yeah.
And they control that.
I would be a ghost.
Yeah. Because if you go out, if they see you doing things in public and it's not appealing or attractive, it's not going to help you. Like I felt like if guys were 75 feet away with a long lens and they took a picture, I never cared. It was when they got up close and almost hit my wife in the teeth with the lens of their camera.
I mean, I would get
That's when
super
I got a
pissed
little
off
panicky.
too.
Yeah, I did get. I took the bait more than once.
But it's not the bait. They're fucking hitting your wife in the face with a camera.
Almost, yeah.
Was the first time you got paparazzi like kind of cool? Were you like, dude, I must be sexy?
No,
guy.
I've hated them from day one.
You hated them day one. But there's an Italian guy following you around. He's like, Bella, you know. I don't know what they're like.
Not the same,
I've never gotten one.
Well, here it's gone from like a. You see, you're too young to remember. Like here, it's gone from like a very, very obscure corner.
Yeah.
If the entertainment space is a room, they were often a little corner, and all this kind of salacious, gossipy stuff was very, very, very like third or fourth tier.
I feel
it
like
wasn't
you didn't know about
important.
people's lives.
And now it's an industry, and now they're going on and making a fool of famous, wealthy sports figures, music figures, entertainers, or whatever, actors, businessmen, Musk, whoever, politicians, to humiliate them and embarrass them publicly. That's a huge industry now, a very big industry. So they're out there with nets, trying to catch something.
I feel like I'm lucky that I'm not a punching guy. I'm more of a like I'll psychologically
call
destroy
your
you, play
lawyer.
the long game.
Yeah, you stare at them.
Do you think that you were characterized as like a
bully.
a tabloid fixture?
As a bully. I bullied these
bully.
photographers. I went up to one
The
girl
guys
one
ever
time.
try to take a picture of your newborn child?
Well, one guy walks up. We're coming out of our building, and we're walking down the block, and he's walking backwards. And he's really big. He's like 6'4". He's tall. And he's a big guy, you know what I mean? And he doesn't pay attention. And he trips and falls and sits on a baby in a stroller. What's behind
Your
him.
baby?
No, somebody else's.
Oh,
A
thank
woman's
God,
coming this
thank
way,
God.
and he's going backwards, and he falls onto and sits on the baby in the stroller. And I thought to myself, well, I won't say what I thought.
You're like, it's my fault. You're
No,
like,
no.
I'm a really.
We should just chop him up now, right here.
I wanted to mention something to you that I've felt, and it's kind of like been dawned on me since I was like doing the research for you, and it's going back to what I said is like that your celebrity sometimes has overshadowed kind of
My reputation is what you mean.
But it's
you
just
use
like-
the word celebrity.
or
being
yes,
coy.
public life, right? Something I've picked up on is like I watched your reality show, right? And
Why?
because like I was being thorough, but like it really dawned. The first thought I had was like, is this what you have to do these days? Like in a moment of extreme like personal crisis, like
I'm weeping in a conference room with some publicists, and I go, "What can I do to clean up this mess?" And they go, "You can have 7 kids."
is it? But like what I'm saying is like for me personally, I've like I'm not into like celebrity gossip, but when I heard about what happened. Right? It didn't sound real to me.
Where?
Right? In New Mexico.
Oh, right.
It didn't sound like a real thing that happened in the real world. I think we probably made jokes about it. Like, it didn't dawn on me until I was doing research for the show. And I really felt like it would be something that you would carry for the rest of your life. And it's just, it kind of dawned on me that, like, people don't perceive public figures as real human beings, perhaps.
I think that in that case, among countless things I could say, was the idea that when my case imploded and was over, and it was over not because of a statement of a jury or of the cleverness of my lawyers, the judge ended the trial.
It was thrown out, yeah.
The judge terminated the trial. She
Yeah.
thought, this is enough of this, is just insane. And when that happened, a friend of mine, a woman who's an attorney, very famous attorney, she said to me that what bothered her was, she said, once they couldn't get you, it was over. The case didn't continue. They're not out there looking for the guy that brought the bullets onto the set. They're not doing. Once they attempted
To make a name
to
for
frame you,
themselves?
and they couldn't do it, it ended.
Yeah.
Which that should be of grave concern to everybody that lives in that community, that it just imploded because they didn't succeed at their other.
Certainly, but beyond that, like I looked at like the way that it's discussed in popular discourse and on the internet. Like I looked at Reddit, and
Well, Reddit's bad.
it's bad, but it seems
Reddit's
like
ugly.
people don't process it in a way that this is clearly something that is not someone's fault. Instead, they kind of, in a very unfair way, assign
funny to
blame
them.
to you.
Yeah.
No, it's not funny. Funny is like at least like
Well, a lot of it they think it's funny.
funny is like, at least like ironic. I think people that genuinely assign blame for something that's like literally, you know, that you'll carry for the rest of your life. And it really upset me, especially because I've been like revisiting all your work, that like this thing could overshadow like what is so beloved about you. You know?
Well, I mean, on one hand, you say to yourself, you say carry for the rest of your life. I don't really carry anything for the rest of my life, meaning do I feel overwhelmed and pained by the suffering and the tragedy of what happened? Yes. But do I feel responsible? No.
No,
Because
certainly
what
not.
happened was, remember, they decided to leapfrog over or pole vault over the whole idea that in the previous several days we were doing the film, we did a protocol that we did the same thing, and nobody came up to me in my shooting of the film.
you don't have-
But I
yeah.
just want to say, because you did bring it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, no one came up to me and said, hey, let's do it this way. It was only after the fact that they said, oh, we're supposed to do it this way. But let me just close.
I don't want to. Yeah,
But I want to end on a positive note.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
no, but
let me just say this,
Yeah,
which
go
is
ahead.
that having my kids and having all these children, I'm 67 years old, I got a 3-year-old baby. So I got a lot of kids at home, little kids, and they saved my life. And I'm sure the same is true with you, which is that you would get to the point where I mean, I'm older now, but when you get to the point where you think less about where you get love than where you give love, one of the more frustrating and even painful things in life is you have nobody to give your love to. You might have a lot of love to give in your heart to people. Your parents are gone, what have you. And with my kids, it's like, I have a lot of love to give, and I have all these kids around me all day long, and I'm not really I wasn't doing very much for the last 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I was home all the time, and they saved me. They saved my life. To have that exchange of like love energy with these children who are all, you know, and they all make fun of me. Like I show them pictures of me from old movies, and like, here I am with Michael
You're
Keaton.
a piece of ass, though.
Well, no, but here I am with Michael Keaton. I
dare
had a
they,
good month.
honestly.
I had a strong month back there in the
they
80s.
should shut the fuck up.
But I had a picture of me with Michael Keaton and Gina and me and Beetlejuice, and I go, "That's me. That's me there with the, you know, dark hair, and I'm thin." And I
Oh,
look
you had
good."
the
And
lumberjack.
The lumberjack.
Yeah, yeah.
And they, my kids look at, they're like, "No, that's." They put Michael Keaton. They're like, "That's you. That's you." I'm like, "No, Beetlejuice. That's
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
What I'm saying is this is like you're an artist, right? And you're motivated in your craft. You still have artistic ambitions, right? Like
A couple.
what would you define?
I
those
want to
be?
do a play. I'm working on a play. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I'm working on a play right now with a writer who I admire, this incredible writer who I've been friends with for years, who's, my admiration for him is boundless. And he is going to write a one-man show for me. There'll be ancillary characters maybe,
Yeah.
but I'm going to play the lead role in this one-man show, which is a real historical survey of the United States post-Cold War. And it's one figure that we funnel the whole thing through, and he's the prism of the whole thing.
Who is it?
And I don't want to say.
Hoover.
Right, Hoover. Right, no Hoover.
No, they made
I don't want to play
Hoover.
Hoover.
They made Hoover.
Yeah.
Nixon.
No. But
you
anyway,
gotta
anyway,
do Nixon.
Not somebody
Can
you
I
come
write
up-
Nixon
Not
for
somebody
you?
you'd be off the top of your head you wouldn't figure out.
Kissinger's getting pussy
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
The Jew is a natural spy.
I can say that. It-
Times are run by these Jews. He
yeah. He really it
He
drove
was an
him nuts.
anti-Semitic maniac. Yeah.
Well,
that
it
way.
wasn't anti-Semitic. I mean, this guy was just, his entire life he wouldn't take no for an answer, and he just kept running for crap. I mean, you know, the pretty boys like stole the election from him. You know,
They may have.
Yeah.
When you have a-
think
when
that,
you-
but he still made it to the top, and he was still kind of alone. You know, that's the thing about him. And then they kicked him. They kicked him out for what? Spying on the other. I'm not a Republican, but like spying on the other guys. They have to all be doing that.
McGovern needed to be spied on.
Yeah, he was lost by a zillion.
Let's get back to the exchange of the love energy, shall
Okay,
we?
wait.
When you're in bed with your girlfriend,
Yeah,
and
Pat.
her name is Pat.
Nixon. Yeah.
I was going to say her
I
name
took
was
her.
Pat.
Can I escort you on dates?
Yeah.
Should we-
I just watched her
I'm your
get
chauffeur.
slammed. Yeah. Okay.
But the thing is that, so you're there in the house, and maybe the time, as they say in those Asti Spumante commercials or whatever, like, you know, the time is right. When do you know the time is right? When do you know you
For
and she are
sex?
going to, well, sex or love or whatever
When
you
she
want.
lets me.
She says, she signals.
Yeah, she's the girl. That's the rules, right?
Is that what it is? You don't.
I can't. What?
You don't pin her on
I'm
the
not going to
ground
go
and-
there. I'm a gross guy. I want to have
You
it all
follow
the time.
her. She leads.
I'm still. Yeah, of course.
She
that's
turns to you
the
and she's like,
rules.
let's go.
I mean, that's the rule. I mean, that's the system.
Is that what you do?
I don't want to. You know, because when you do it, and she's like, ugh, I feel disgusting.
So you don't walk in, you have a drink, and then you look at her and go, get your clothes on.
You know what the
don't
worst
do
thing
that?
in the world is when they're on their period, their boobs are a little bit bigger, and we forget every month, so we're like this, and then you get slapped, and you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
It's a symptom.
The period thing again.
It's
I'm
a
an
symptom
idiot. I fell for
of
it
the health
again.
problem, yeah.
God is laughing up there.
She wants you to take control. Take my hand.
No, no.
You
come
go to
on.
reach for her in any curve you want to squeeze. Don't take no for an
She
answer.
just
Shove her on the bed. Just shove her on the bed.
Do you think a woman? Do you think like if I learned how to kill someone with my bare hands, do you think I'd get more respect from my girlfriend?
What is this, a Hitchcock movie?
I don't
what
know.
the fuck are
I
you
just
talking
feel
about?
like if as a man,
I
she
want you
should
to
be
take
like, this
charge.
guy
I'm only going
could-
to say, if you don't know what I mean by this,
what
then you're
shit-
hopeless.
which
Just
shit-
take charge.
Which really?
Women want you to decide where you're going to go to dinner.
Can we?
Guess
can
where
we
we're gonna
prank
go? We're
call
gonna
her
go to
right
blah,
now?
blah, blah.
Can we
Can we
prank
prank
call
call
her
her right now?
Yeah. She doesn't want to be on the show.
No.
She doesn't even know. She doesn't even know that I'm.
She doesn't need
successful.
my help. You do.
What? I'm not. What
Take
am I going
charge.
to? What am I going to force my? What, I'm going to put her in a ball gown and then do a waltz.
You're
And
going to
then,
walk up to her blouse. You're going to rip it open.
really? I think she'd yell at me for her shirt. It's
Get a
fine,
box
dude.
of shirts.
She-
Do it every night.
She stops me from getting hit by a car like at least once every 2 weeks. It's a good system we have.
Take charge.
I don't
The reservation, you come home, you have sex before and after dinner.
reservation. What the hell do I know from restaurants? Wait, can I go
Then
back
you order in.
to the love thing you were saying?
Yeah.
You've lost your parents?
Yeah, my parents have died.
So yeah, I lost a parent like 5 years ago, and
Who was it?
my mother,
sorry.
it's the best, the twin, the best one. But that's kind of what my major takeaway was. And you know, it's really corny, guys. Don't just. It's so embarrassing what I'm saying. It's my boy, dude. But you know, it's like why all songs are about it, and like poetry, and like most movies are about love. And I think it's like the first time I ever saw like a point to anything was that our family was all together, and it kind of it gave me a new appreciation.
I think a fun experiment for you or anybody, especially because you're so young. I mean, I'm older now, and my garden is planted here, so to speak. But for you, it's like, remember, always at least entertain the idea that your private life is completely different from your professional life.
What do you mean?
You're a certain way here, then when you go home, you mix a drink, you rip the shirt off, you throw her on the bed,
So
you
I
do
should
whatever you
say
fucking
to
want to
people
do.
on the show that I do that. but
No.
they
You should be who you are. That's gotten you here.
Yeah, and she's like, I have cramps and stuff, and then I've already torn all the clothes, and
You're damn right you
I'm
do.
hard and stuff. I'm like, then I have to go to the bathroom and jerk
You
off.
could have left that. You could have left all that out. Let's cut that.
Wait,
out.
you don't curse. You don't. You don't.
Well, I can
cuss.
curse, but I'm just trying. I don't know.
I'm just saying that if she has cramps or a headache, and then I've done all that, then I'm like, what the?
At least you tried.
Well, yeah, but then there's a torn clothes, and then I'm like, I'm
Stop
wreck,
caring about that. Stop
and then
caring
I have a
about that.
boner, and then I have to go to the bathroom and jerk off, like a loser. Wait, can you just?
Good night, everybody.
No, we're not gonna- I wanna just.
I got time for one more. Ask me an important question.
Okay.
It
here's
doesn't
an
involve
important-
your boner or her
What
period.
the hell? What? I'm sorry, dude. I wasn't the hottest guy in the world, and I did have sex with 1,000
But
women.
you will be. Go ahead.
Why do you have a good personality? Why do you have a personality at all?
As
Like a hot guy with like a like why I had to develop a personality because I thought that I would never find a wife.
So take their mind off the fact that you.
I think that you've probably always been great with the ladies, and you developed it makes me
Angry.
Why is a guy that looks good also funny? It's kind of our
I'm
thing.
not that funny. Yeah.
No, you're funny, bro.
You
You told me to do that whole thing to my girlfriend. That was hilarious.
I think you should just
She's gonna think
take
that's
charge. I said, just take charge. All right. So, but the last thing I'll say is this, and that is that the more and more you work in this business, and the more and more you care less about the outside, so to speak. Like when I was younger, dye my hair, style my hair, the clothes, the this, the that. And then eventually I got 7 kids, and I thought, I don't have the time for this.
You also had the chess music too.
Is that what I have?
Yeah, that was when
Yeah.
chess music was big. When he was a hunk, he had like.
I had surgery. I had skin cancer.
Really, I'm sorry about that. Yeah,
thank you.
I can't grow chest hair.
You don't have any hair?
No, low testosterone probably, or I
You
don't
don't have
know
any
what it-
hair? You don't have any pubic hair?
Oh, my balls. Yeah, I have a lot. Yeah.
So when you have a
Huge
boner,
bush.
when she won't have sex with you, you have a boner. It's a hairy
gotta-
boner
you
or it's a
wanna-
hairless boner?
Well, you got to trim around
It's
the
a
base.
dolphin
You
or it's
get
a-
an extra inch probably.
Or it's some shrubbery? What is it?
Yeah. That's what. Okay. What last? One last one.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it count.
I have to ask you this, and what do you make of the allegations that still follow you to this day concerning the Boss Baby's treatment of employees and the toxic work environment? And
I can't comment on
my
that.
follow-up question is: can a voice actor be held responsible for a cartoon? I'm really famous. This is a hot
I will
show.
honestly say that I tell people, they go, what's your favorite movie? What do you think is the best movie you ever did? And the answer was Boss Baby. Boss Baby is the perfect movie. I love Boss Baby.
Really?
It's great. I think it's great.
Really?
I think it's amazing. Better than The Departed.
What was the company of the Boss Baby?
Tom McGrath was the director. I love Tom.
What were they doing though at the company where he was the boss?
Baby Corps.
Baby, what
Baby
is it?
Corps. Wanting people to have babies.
Sounds sinister.
Wanting to have babies and not pets.
They were making
'Cause
people have
Petco-
sex with each other.
Well, that just came with the
That's what the
territory.
Boss Baby is about. I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah.
I think I missed it. Didn't the Boss Baby have a button under his desk that would lock the door?
That's Matt Lauer.
Okay. Bring it in. The best.
Good night, everybody. All right, I gotta